First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Detroit Lions. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Taking at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. Another run here with Sanders. And some space here. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. On first and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was
looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Lions will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Meanwhile, Willis' throw brought in by Austin. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
And this will wind up the Lions' first down as good running gets him to about the 44. So good run by Fournette. Now another first and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground to about the 48-yard line. The Lions at 12-2 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Willis's throw caught by Tony. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Completes it to Austin. And he's got some space here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards to go on second down from the 7. Again, it's Fournette. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Leonard Fournette with now touchdowns on the year. And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Shotgun now for Brady. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that will bring up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Another run with Sanders, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Now Brady. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks. Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Down the right sideline. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Fournette again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Leonard Fournette with career touchdown number 60. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. It's a second down run with Sanders. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. He's going to have the first down and more than that down the left sideline. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders are back within a score. Right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Willis on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Willis will look to throw it. Escaping the pressure. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dante Fowler in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Powers through him. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Brady now to throw. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. Touchdown, Washington. Darren Waller from 8 yards out. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Willis. That's complete to Tony. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Willis. And that'll be caught by Darden. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down, here's Nwangu. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
A 3rd and 2, here's Willis. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Running left, it's Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Meanwhile, Willis is throw into the hands of Darden. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff, Fournette running left. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Flushed out right. Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Ashton Davis. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. 2nd down throw coming by Willis. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Going on 4th down. Here's Willis. It's Williams on the catch. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And some room to work. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go again with Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. They'll run with Mitchell. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Miles Sanders. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. On 1st down, Willis eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Willis looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. 1st and 10, Willis into the hands of Darden. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick slant complete. And he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now Brady. Left side here to Sanders. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Going for it, it's Mitchell. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now Brady. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a carry for Sanders. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. 1st down, here's Mitchell. And down to the 36-yard line here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They'll run with Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 119 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. They'll run with Sanders. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Here's Sanders, and he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, after that last sequence, they're sitting pretty comfortably. They force the fumble, get the field goal, and expand on that lead here in the 2nd half.
And don't expect them to rest on their laurels after that kick either. They'll keep their effort up until the final whistle. They don't consider any lead safe.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Willis throws another interception, his third of the game. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Commanders come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So a victory here for the Commanders. And it was even after the break, they pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all they just played better? Whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Commanders, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now. The New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Detroit, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the